It's time for GMA3. Are you owed a refund for President Trump's tariffs as businesses begin applying to get money back on an estimated $166 billion in tariffs that the Supreme Court ruled were illegal? What it means for you and what some major companies are saying. Celebrating their hero. After a high school principal stopped a gunman, his students electing him as prom king. And things are getting serious.
Pull yourself together. We have work to do.
With less than 2 weeks until The Devil Wears Prada 2 hits the big screen, what Meryl Streep is telling GMA ahead of tonight's big world premiere.
We are all so thrilled.
It's time for GMA3.
Cannot wait for that movie. Oh, hi everybody, I'm Gio Benitez.
And I'm Rebecca Jarvis, and we're so glad you can join us on this Monday. Coming up here, April is Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month, and Dr. Darian Sutton is here with some of the early signs and symptoms. They can start much earlier than you probably think, and he's going to break it down for us.
Yeah, I think you're going to be really surprised by what he has to say here. Also ahead, ABC Secret Savings. Lori Bergamato is here with bargains that you're going to love for outside, inside. Oh, yeah, there she is with pickleball. Up to 75% off.
She's got talent.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it. But we begin with the administration launching a new website to handle billions of dollars of refunds for President Trump's tariffs that the Supreme Court struck down in February. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has that story. Hello, Selena.
Yeah, Rebecca, after months of waiting, businesses are finally getting answers on how to get some of that tariff money back. Starting today, they can apply for refunds through a new online portal run by Customs and Border Protection. And we're talking about a lot of money here, guys. The government says it collected an estimated $166 billion in tariffs that the Supreme Court ruled were illegal back in February. And it says more than 56,000 businesses have already signed up for refunds on $127 billion of that total. Now, important to note, though, that businesses have to opt in for refunds, and even for valid claims, it'll take 60 to 90 days to see the money, and longer if there's any issues with the application. All refunds will be paid electronically, so businesses out there need to make sure to input their banking information to receive those funds.
Well, and Selena, I think a lot of customers, a lot of consumers are wondering, where's my refund? Am I going to see that?
Yeah, and here's the rub, Rebecca. Only companies and importers that directly paid these tariffs to the government can get these refunds. So that excludes you and me and all of us. That is despite consumers bearing the brunt of these tariffs through higher prices at the checkout. So shoppers hoping to get their money back, they have sued several companies. So far, FedEx has publicly committed to passing on the refunds to customers, and Costco says the company will return that value through lower prices, Gio.
All right, really interesting stuff. All right, Selena, thank you so much. Now to Red Lobster, announcing first earlier on GMA this morning that it's bringing back its popular Endless Shrimp promotion. And Rebecca, you have that story. You got that exclusive.
Yes, we swam deep in the waters to find this one, Gio. Ask and sometimes you shall receive. Fans have been clamoring for it, and now Red Lobster is bringing back a customer favorite, even though it cost them a pretty penny the first time around.
Your favorite shrimp promotion of the past 20 years is back.
It's the return of a customer favorite at Red Lobster.
Endless Shrimp is back.
Endless Shrimp, swimming back onto the restaurant chain's menu for a limited time starting today. The promotion, so popular when it first became a menu staple in 2023 that it cost Red Lobster $11 million over just 3 months, the company going into bankruptcy in 2024. Since then, a new CEO has taken the helm, saying just last summer on GMA that an Endless Shrimp comeback was off the table.
We don't have any plans to bring it back. We listen intently to customer comments. We try to react really quickly to deliver people what they want.
So why now?
All you can eat shrimp for only $25. Sign me up.
Red Lobster pointing to social media enthusiasm as the reason for reversing course.
This is my last shrimp, and I ate 51 shrimp.
Hey, 46 shrimp.
But the move comes as the company, despite seeing improving sales, is still struggling to turn a profit.
There is some risk that you bring in a lot of traffic and that people only come in for that item.
Red Lobster isn't the only restaurant hoping to win back customers with new promotions. Olive Garden recently brought back its buy one, take one deal.
We are seeing consumers, they still want to go out to eat, but they go out less frequently. They are choosing to spend their hard-earned money in places that offer them, great value and also great experience.
And I got great news for you, Gio. I made us a reservation.
Oh, good. I love that endless trip.
Prepare your tummy.
All right. Thanks, Rebecca. That was a fun story. All right, now to the Stanley Cup playoffs, and Will Reeve is here with opening round action as 16 teams vie for the most recognizable trophy in sports. Will, I'm surprised you're not hugging it right now.
Well, you're not allowed to touch it unless you win it, and my hockey days are over, unfortunately. But you could fit a lot of endless shrimp up in the bowl up there just to bring that around. Let's bring it around to the Stanley Cup playoffs. They are underway. It was a great weekend of action. We're going to start with the wildest of the action. The Buffalo Sabres. They're back in the playoffs for the first time in 15 years. Their fans have been waiting for so long. They were so fired up. This is the good stuff that happened late in the game, but for the first 50 minutes of the game, the Sabres were shut out by the Bruins. It looked pretty dull in there, but then Tage Thompson ties it up there. He had 2 goals. He's an Olympic gold medalist for the U.S. And then the Sabres scored 2 more, all in a span of under 7 minutes. Listen to that crowd pop. The Sabres go on to win their first playoff game in a decade and a half at 4-3. And elsewhere, the Battle of Pennsylvania living up to its name and history. Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins falling at home to the Philadelphia Flyers. Our stage manager, Brad, very excited about that. Biggest Flyers fan I know. Also, beginning of the playoffs. This is the first game of the first day. First seconds, it's Brady Tkachuk and Jordan Staal of the Senators and the Hurricanes setting the tone, getting into a fight. The Hurricanes would go on to win 2-0. The Colorado Avalanche, they won 2-1 over the LA Kings, and they're looking to become the first President's Trophy winners. That's the team with the best regular season record to win the Stanley Cup since 2013. It's a very rare feat to pull it off. And we had our first overtime game of this playoffs. Juraj Slafkovsky completing the hat trick to give the Canadiens a 4-3 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And there's more Stanley Cup playoff action tonight. You got Penguins, Flyers on ESPN, Senators, Hurricanes on ESPN2, Wild Stars on ESPN, and then Connor McDavid, the best player in the game, and the Edmonton Oilers. They've been to the Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row. They haven't won it. This thing is very, very hard to win. You have to do it on the ice. You can't just be us sitting next to it, getting to, bask in its glory.
We need a montage of you sitting next to these trophies.
It's like the best gig. Yeah, we had Larry O'Brien in the house last week. We got Stanley here now, and it's the best time of year.
And I thought that was a replica. It's got all the scratches.
Yeah, it's got all the nicks and dents and stories behind it. And there you go. Stanley Cup playoffs underway.
All right, Will. Awesome. All right, coming up here on GMA3, Dr. Darian Sutton right here with the early warning signs of Parkinson's disease, the signs and symptoms that you should be watching out for, and just how early they can start. That's right here on GMA3. Stick around. Okay, we are back now with the GMA Health Alert. April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. Nearly 90,000 Americans over the age of 65 are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease every year, and an estimated 1.2 million people in the U.S. will be living with it by 2030. But research suggests that the earliest signs of the disease can actually appear a decade or more before any tremor, and they may be hiding in places that you'd never expect. So we're bringing in our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, to help explain all of this. My gosh, this is really surprising. So when we think of Parkinson's, we think of these tremors happening, but happening before, a decade before you see any signs?
And many people don't know about this. Just to back up a bit, Parkinson's disease is a progressive movement disorder that's due to the buildup of abnormal protein in the brain. And as you said, resting tremors can sometimes be a common symptom, but sometimes muscle rigidity or just general slowness are common symptoms that patients have at their time of diagnosis. And what many may not know is that early symptoms can appear as early as 15 to 20 years, 2 decades before the time of a diagnosis.
And I was just reading there's 2 that are sort of silently showing up. You wouldn't even necessarily expect them.
Yeah, well, there are 2 key factors here that are often reported in patients who get diagnosed with Parkinson's as symptoms that they had, again, 10, 15, 20 years before. The first is sleep disorders. One of the common sleep problems that those with Parkinson's disease complained about before their diagnosis is something called REM sleep behavior disorder. During typical REM sleep or deep sleep, we are paralyzed, but in this disorder, your body isn't. So sometimes you'll thrash out, kick, sometimes shout, even violent behavior while you are asleep. If you have this disorder, it doesn't mean you have Parkinson's, but it's strongly associated. And a second is loss of smell. And this is not the kind that we remember from COVID-19 where it was sudden loss of smell. This is gradual loss of smell. Sometimes it's selective. People can't smell sometimes neutral odors like soap or offensive odors even like rubber or smoke. Again, these symptoms don't mean that you have Parkinson's, but they are reasons to act early.
So what should you do? If you see these in yourself or in someone you love, what do you do?
Well, if you're sitting at home and you recognize these symptoms as something you might have or something that someone that you love might have, the first thing you should do is not panic. Often these symptoms can be due to other problems. The first thing you want to do is document your symptoms. When did they start? Are they progressing? Did one side affect you more than the other? Check with your primary care doctor to rule out the other causes. Get an evaluation. And if you can't find a cause, that's when you get a referral to a specialist. A neurologist is typically the type of doctor that works up this risk. But it's so important to understand that in this area of science, this space, we are moving forward with treatment. Science is moving forward. Organizations like the Michael J. Fox Foundation is working with breakthrough therapies.
They've done huge stuff.
That might slow or even stop the progression of this disease in the future. Technology that helps with early detection. I understand as an ER doctor, it is so scary sometimes getting tested, but uncertainty is where that anxiety lives. And getting tested doesn't create problems. It helps you find solutions.
Go ahead.
No, you can get tested you can get tested that early.
Well, Parkinson's disease is a test where you basically have to do a series of different tests to understand your diagnosis. Sometimes the doctor might do scans, sometimes they might do certain treatments for Parkinson's. It doesn't mean that you have it, but might support a diagnosis. But again, getting in early helps you benefit from science, and that is the goal.
And like you said, talking to a neuroscientist who can maybe get you into some experimental treatments as well.
And they're growing and improving every single day. So there are many opportunities, and the future holds so much.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Dr. Darian Sutton.
Of course.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up here, what Meryl Streep is saying ahead of tonight's world premiere of The Devil Wears Prada 2. It's Pop News with Sophie Flay next.
We're back now with Pop News and Sophie Flay. Hello.
Hey, guys. Good to see you. We begin Pop News with Miranda Priestley in the house. Meryl Streep, star of the Devil Wears Prada franchise, floated into the GMA studio this morning to dish on the highly anticipated sequel and her iconic character. Here's Streep talking about the impact the original had on audiences.
There were so many young women who had said, you know, the first movie made me want to be a journalist, made me want to dress up, made me want to have fun. I mean, it was so optimistic, and I think that energy is retained in this one, in the face of everything.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 opens in theaters on May 1st, but if you're itching to see all that glam and you don't want to wait, tonight is your night. The world premiere Red Carpet will be streamed live from Lincoln Center. You can catch the most glamorous night of the year starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Disney Plus and Hulu, and you can also catch Deborah Roberts' coverage of the event on ABC News Live.
And you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. I'm so excited.
You have your outfit ready to go?
I was born with my outfit ready to go, Gio. You better believe it.
Can't wait.
Right? And since we are talking about glam icons, we have to mention the incredible surprise guests at Coachella weekend 2. During Sabrina Carpenter's headlining set, she brought out Madonna.
Yes.
The Material Girl joined Carpenter on renditions of her 90s classics, Vogue and Like a Prayer. Take a look. It's just so good.
So good.
The two even performed a brand new Madonna song from her upcoming Confessions 2 album called Bring Your Love. And fans didn't need headphones to catch Addison Rae and Olivia Rodrigo together. The Guts singer lent her voice and energy to Rae's headphones on. Then Rodrigo gave Coachella fans a special treat. Her first live performance of her latest single, Drop Dead, off her upcoming album. You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love. And we have to talk about Justin Bieber, bringing out one of his superfans who also happens to be super famous herself, Billie Eilish.
Oh.
Bieber serenaded her with his single, One Less Lonely Girl. The two actually met at Coachella back in 2019, then collaborated on a remix of her track, Bad Guy. If you're a fan of the two of them, you know how much she loves him. So this was kind of I felt like I was there with her. Like we were all so excited to see them happen.
And watching Hailey Bieber kind of get her out on stage, that was such a fun moment.
It was. Girls.
Beautiful friendship.
Yes. And in movie news, 25 years after Super Troopers first premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, the third movie in the cult comedy franchise is headed to the big screen. And we've got an exclusive look at the trailer. Check it out.
units respond.
Reports of a high-speed chase.
I give to you our first electric patrol car.
Well. If it isn't the old-timers passing the torch.
A lot of laughs on this couch over here. The folks behind this franchise made the first movie when they were in college at Colgate University. The second movie, which came out in 2018, was entirely funded through a Kickstarter fundraiser, right? Isn't that so cool? And now they've got a fantastic cast, including Chase Crawford, John Rudinsky, and as well as the return of Brian Cox and Marissa Coughlan. The full trailer will be revealed later this afternoon. Super Troopers 3 hits theaters on August 7th, and the cast will be stopping by our studio this summer to share all of the details. So excited.
So much fun.
Thank you, Sophie.
Thanks,
that was
guys.
a lot of fun, too. Coming up here, Lori Bergamotto is back with ABC Secret Savings with discounts up to 75% off on gear you will love for inside and out. Look at her moves. Show us, Lori. Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea?
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Oh, you know her for sure. Welcome back to GMA3. We have been waiting 20 years, and finally, Miranda, Andy, and Nigel are back. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is having its world premiere tonight right here in New York City, and our Deborah Roberts will be on the red carpet, the fashion icon herself, interviewing all the big stars tonight on ABC News Live, and she'll bring all of that to us tomorrow on GMA, and you can see what everyone is wearing on your live stream of the red carpet. That's tonight on Disney Plus and Hulu, starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. That is going to be a fashionable red carpet.
It really is. What's wrong with TJ Maxx? I love TJ Maxx, right? All right.
1,000% yes.
Also tomorrow on GMA, spring cleaning guru Sarah McAllister is back. She's going to show us how to tackle cleaning outdoor problem areas from windows to grills and so much more.
Plus, we have a special performance by the cast of Cats, the Jellicle Ball. The New York Times called it fanciful and fabulous. You definitely do not want to miss that. That is tomorrow.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, now to a heartwarming story. The hero principal credited with saving lives when he took down an armed intruder at his high school. You've seen this video online. Students there thanking him in a very special way this weekend. And our Hannah Battah is here with this really special story. What's going on?
Special. And I truly love this story. Happy to bring it to you guys. Yeah, and when it came to choosing prom king at this Oklahoma high school, students there didn't pick the star, the football team. They didn't even pick the class clown. They chose their school principal as their way of saying thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our king, Kurt Moore.
A hero's greeting for a real-life hero. This is the moment Principal Kirk Moore found out the students at Pauls Valley High School elected him prom king. The students' way of thanking him for potentially saving their lives after he was caught on camera stopping an armed former student who authorities say was intent on carrying out a mass shooting. During the incident, Moore was shot in the leg and carried out in a stretcher.
He's so well liked and loved. He was just ecstatic. The kids went nuts. It was crazy.
Burke Osborne DJ'd the prom, playing Hero as the students placed a crown on Moore's head.
They were screaming and saying they loved him, and all night long they were hugging him, and it was just such a good night. The school needed that after what happened.
They most certainly did. And while the students gave the principal this new title of prom king, anyone who has seen that video of him at the school has agreed he forever will also have the title of hero. Guys?
Yep. Absolutely. It was great to see the students do that, and it was incredible to see what he did with that intruder.
Agreed.
Thank you, Hannah. We're going to go now to ABC Secret Savings. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamotto is here with bargains that are blooming for April. Hello, Lori B.
We love a blooming bargain,
yeah, we do.
Don't we? Well, we also love pickleball, right?
Yep.
Big
okay,
time.
so you guys, I don't know, are you big pickleballers? Do you play?
No, but maybe.
Okay.
I did it for a story
if
once.
I could bring it home,
kind of
yeah.
fun.
Well, guys, you gotta get on the good foot
Yeah.
because it is, for the fourth year in a row, the fastest growing sport in America. 24 million people are playing playing. And it can be hard to reserve those courts because there are more people playing than there are courts. So that is the
Create your own.
genius, exactly, of Core Pickleball Kits. So the net sets up in seconds, and it's really portable, you guys. So you can bring it to any driveway. You can bring it to your
Family
street corner,
vacation.
family vacation. Exactly. Comes
Really
with the
high quality,
paddles.
too.
Exactly. It's all lightweight. Leave it to Gio to look at the quality. I love that.
You know, we don't want anything that's cheap.
Yeah, that's right.
We
really
don't do that here.
durable, has really good spin. Go ahead, keep playing. There you go. And the best part about it is that you can save more than 60%. So like
Excellent.
Rebecca was saying, great thing for a family vacation. This is great for families, neighborhoods. If you want to get in on the craze, this is the way
This
to
is
do
how
it.
to
you
do
guys.
it.
And save some money in the bargain.
All right, let's go to the kitchen.
There's one for you, Gio.
Yeah, I
Sure.
love
So we go
that.
from one serve to another serve. So these are from Maple Leaf at Home, you guys. And you can see there's different cutting boards and serving platters. These are all made with wood that has natural grain. Everything here is food safe. So they look beautiful, but
And
they're
it's fully
also really-
customizable.
they're fully customizable. Personalization is done by laser. It's engraved
Wow.
by skilled artisans. And these are great. You know, Mother's Day is coming.
Such a nice gift.
Wedding season is coming. Graduations. I love that one. Has a recipe
Yeah,
on
I
it.
love this.
Nana's
This has
stuffing.
a recipe on it. And
Yeah.
this one here actually
Is that
gives you like it gives you an outline of how to put your
To set up-
charcuterie board
Exactly.
together.
So really,
Yeah.
really fun, and you can save 35%. It's such a beautiful gift at a great price.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of those things that you never knew you needed,
Okay.
and when you have it, you're like, how did I live without this? So if you have dull knives at home, it can make cooking really difficult. It can also be dangerous. So you want to restore those and get them nice and razor sharp. This is from Any Sharp. They are knife sharpeners. A few light strokes will help sharpen your knives. These stick right to your countertop, so it's really safe. There's also these 5-in-1 scissors. They're great for snipping herbs,
I mean,
but they
these
are
are
like
legit.
heavy
These are like
duty.
no.
away from me,
Yeah.
These are legit.
These are great though. I mean, with kids too, don't you find like so much of the packaging is hard to open?
Yes.
This cuts right through it.
Unnecessarily so.
Yes, and you can save 45%.
Smart.
Okay, this is one of those things I love because when my phone talks to me and says storage is full, I want to go into a full panic spiral, but you don't need to. Because if you're changing phones, running out of memory, or you simply want a secure backup of your camera roll, you can use Ultimate Backup and you just plug it into your phone, tablet, your device. Has a free app. You press Start Backup, and you guys, it backs up photos, videos, contacts, anything, no internet required. You could save at least 50% off on those.
Brilliant.
Super helpful.
And then finally, this one's really fun
These
and
look great.
sciencey. This
Yeah.
is from Ember, Ember Labs. This actually uses temperature science. So what is that? It's like if you're really cold and you have a hot coffee or something, it warms your whole body. If you're really hot, you dip your toe in some cold water, it cools you down. That is how this works. You wear it on the inside of your wrist. It's like a personal thermostat for
on
your
the
person.
inside.
Yes, and it keeps you at just like a beautiful equal temperature. So whether you have hot flashes or your chills,
Right.
this is the way to go, and you can save 50% off plus free
Free
shipping.
shipping. Good stuff. Good stuff,
Thanks,
Lori. Thank you so
guys.
much.
Good job,
you.
And of
Lori.
course, we have partnered with all these companies right here with these huge savings. You can get them by scanning that QR code right next to Lori right there, or go to abcsecretsavings.com. Coming up, Henry Winkler is right here.
I'm
Stay
so
with us.
excited for this.
Yes. Oh. All right.
We are back now on GMA3 with the one and only Henry Winkler. He is here to talk about the new season of a show that he hosts and executive produces, Hazardous History. It's on the History Channel. Henry Winkler, welcome to GMA3. I am thrilled you're here. You have such good energy. I watched you talk this morning with Robin and George and meet all of the guests, and it's just you bring this vibe to the table that is so optimistic, but also wants to get things done.
That is in me, the gratitude, you know, that I am completely filled with gratitude, that I stood next to Meryl Streep and Quinta in a picture. Oh my goodness. I mean, like, that is great life. Then I'm sitting here on the couch with, oh my God.
We're sitting with the phones.
I don't understand.
That's kind of a crazy thing, right?
I mean, look, you are a huge...
He's very happy.
That's great. You're a huge star, and you come in here with so much gratitude. Yeah. And I just love that. Where does that come from?
I'm not sure, but I don't deny it. I mean, I just let it flow because I'm having such a great life. There are people my age sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring, and I'm here with you.
Oh, that is beautiful.
That really
and last night, Hazardous History premiered.
Well, and this is such a cool show. It's such a different take on the History Channel. Tell us about it.
So they came to me, and all I heard were the facts, that it would be about this and that. You know, and the stories that we tell. A man there was no entertainment where he lived in Texas in the 20s, so he laid down track. He had 2 locomotives race against each other as fast as they could. They smashed into each other. People were killed. And he thought, oh my, that's it? It would be, they ran to the accident to grab those that lived and survived a souvenir.
Listen, it's no mistake that you're the host because
right.
you just sold that.
We have a clip.
Okay.
Should we take a look?
Let's take a look.
The snack time kid loves to eat, and it's supposed to just eat the plastic treats that you feed it.
But it can't tell the difference between the food that it came with and anything else you put in its mouth.
So kids, they're feeding it all sorts of things. Paper towels, real food, hair ribbons. But if the wrong thing gets in there, like your finger, there is no obvious way to make it stop.
I had a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Absolutely.
I remember this.
Give your child a doll that will eat your fingers. And then sometimes your hair. Now all of a sudden you're carrying the doll
around. If they
around.
like fingers, they're going to love hair.
Oh my goodness.
These stories are just so great though because
they're endless.
They're endless and you're getting into the real stuff, the stuff that people can't be excited enough about.
I've heard about swallowing goldfish. I didn't know, 89 goldfish was the prime, was the gold standard. Except all of those people, then a lot of them wound up with ringworm.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Swallow a goldfish.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Not me.
No, definitely not.
Not me.
Okay, so your most exciting role so far, though, is Grandpa, isn't it?
I have to say, it is indescribable. When I was younger, I tried to explain what it was to be a parent, and I realized, just shut up. You will never
It is so
explain
hard.
the miracle.
Yes.
And then your children have children. From 1 to 16, and everybody in between. And every one of them is different. And you have to really remember who you're with and listen. And that's the key.
They are so lucky that you are
I
their
am
grandfather.
Lucky. And Nana, my wife Stacy, Nana, she is incredidible.
Real fast before we go.
Yes.
Normal is also coming out.
Okay, so our friend Bob Odenkirk, he
Brilliant.
and Naomi, they're friends of ours. He calls me up, want to be in this movie? I say yes. All right, come to Winnipeg. I said, I've been there. I didn't realize it is so cold.
It is quite cold.
I play this wonderful mayor with a very dark secret. And Bob, again, is an action hero. Writing Saturday Night Live, and he's an action hero.
Brilliant.
Can't wait.
It's so much fun. The movie is so much fun. Normal.
Normal.
You are so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Henry.
for inviting me.
Really great to see you and have fun with those
Thank you
grandkids
so
very
much.
soon as well.
Thanks.
Thank you. New episodes of Hazardous History air Sundays at 9/8 Central on the History Channel. Don't miss it. And stream the next day on Hulu. And Henry's new movie, Normal, is in theaters now. Can't wait. Thank you, Henry. Coming up, Abbott Elementary star William Stanford Davis is here to talk about the season finale. Stay tuned.
Okay, we are back now with Abbott Elementary star William Stanford Davis, who plays the eccentric janitor, Mr. Johnson, one of my favorite characters, of course. The show is about to wrap up season 5. He's here to talk about the upcoming season finale.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank
because
you.
Wow,
Yes.
season 5 you're wrapping up.
Yes.
You just got picked up for season 6.
Yes.
That doesn't usually happen. That's big.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And whoever makes those things happen, I just want to say thank you.
Well, you've been working, 40-year plus career.
Yes.
You were just honored by the NAACP.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it feel like? Because most people aren't there in the early stages, in the trenches, building the blocks and the foundation.
You know, when I talk to young actors, I tell them there's going to be a lot of roadblocks and bumps and stop signs. Just keep going. Do not give up. And that's the way I've always tried to handle my career. And to be honored by the NAACP, that was amazing. I was up against some really incredible actors, people whose work I'm a fan of. And to be honored by them, it's just the best thing in the world.
Well deserved.
And that's so interesting because I think a lot of people always see the successes and they never stop to say, well, no, there were failures along the way, or at least those stop signs.
Yes.
All right, we have a clip now from the season finale. Let's take a look.
Okay. It's rare for the school to be deserted even on the weekends. Teachers like to come in and work because they're strange people. So I'm deep cleaning the place while everyone's in Florida having fun without me. But the joke's on them. I don't even like Miami. I love it.
I'm from Miami.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they didn't take me on the trip. I usually go on the teacher's trip, but this one
had to be a little different this time around.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, it seems like there's just so much love between this cast.
It
Like
is.
you would actually go on a real vacation with them.
with
Have
all
you
of them.
guys ever done it?
No, we haven't, but I've gone on several. Yeah, actually, I've been to Philadelphia with Cheryl.
We see a picture right there.
Oh, look at that.
But we've done some locations and we just had a lot of fun. I love them all. They are really great people. Great cast to work with.
A great cast.
Yeah.
When we see Mr. Johnson, right? When you see your character, Mr. Johnson, we're like, well, where did that character come from? And I heard that you picked up that character from your grandmother?
My grandmother she didn't believe that people landed on the moon. She's like, oh, you know them people ain't been to no moon. So her eccentricity and her she was enigmatic and she was a conspiracy theorist. So I used a lot of that from her. Then there was a janitor, Mr. Glover, who was a janitor at my first elementary school. And he was kind of like Mr. Johnson. So I kind of stole a little bit from all of them.
They listened to a lot of AM radio in their time.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Yeah.
On a different note, you have had so many incredible cameos on the show.
Yes.
Is that fun to work with these
Yes.
like huge stars that you've looked up to?
Yes. There'll be people coming on the show, and I won't know until the day that they're there, that they're going to be our guest star, because they think that I can't hold water. They think I'm going to tell everyone. I have to kind of, squeeze it out of them. But yeah, I enjoy them. Yeah, we've had some big
Jalen
guest
Hurts,
stars. Yes.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
I mean, huge cameos. Who would your dream, aside from the ones who have already been on, who would your dream cameo be?
I would like to see Morgan Freeman over the school district.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Davis, I'm going to be the guest star this week. Yeah.
Is that a little bit of a tease? Is that what you're doing?
No.
All right.
No.
He's just opening his heart to us, Gio, and we
I'm
love
putting
it.
I'm putting it out there.
You're putting it out there.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It is wonderful to see you.
You're a
And
pleasure.
congratulations
Thank you so much.
on all of this
Thank
success.
you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for
And
having
remember that the 2-part Abbott Elementary Season 5 finale airs Wednesday on ABC, streams the next day on Hulu, and Hulu on Disney+. We'll be right back.
Thank you. This is a big week on GMA.
It really is, and I feel so inspired by the conversations we just had.
Great
So
stuff.
great.
Thank you for watching, and for more news, check out What You Need to Know.
See ya.